What if I told you that most people are pursuing happiness in completely the wrong direction? And I don't mean slightly wrong. I mean like driving north when your destination is south. Today we're going to flip everything you think you know about feeling good, and by the end of this video, you're going to have a genuinely different relationship with your own happiness. Let's start with something uncomfortable. The happiness industry is worth billions of dollars. Apps, books, retreats, supplements. And yet studies consistently show that people in wealthy, developed countries are reporting lower life satisfaction than ever before. So either happiness is genuinely getting harder to find, or we've been sold a completely false version of what it even means to feel good. I'd argue it's the second one. Here's the first shift that changes everything. Stop chasing the feeling and start designing your environment. Your brain is not built to feel happy all the time. That's not a flaw, it's a feature. Our ancestors who felt satisfied and comfortable and never worried about anything got eaten. So your brain is wired to scan for problems. But here's what's fascinating. Research shows that the physical spaces you occupy, the people you spend time with, and your daily routines account for a massive portion of how you feel on any given day. Your willpower to choose happiness is limited. Your environment is not. So instead of trying to feel different, change what surrounds you. Remove the things that consistently drain your energy and add more of what reliably lifts it. Sounds simple because it is. And we are in the middle of a loneliness epidemic. More people than ever are living alone, working remotely, scrolling instead of talking. Deep human connection is not a luxury. It is a biological need. So if you are feeling persistently low and you can't figure out why, look honestly at the quality of your relationships. Deep human connection is not a luxury. It is a biological need. So if you are feeling persistently low and you can't figure out why, look honestly at the quality of your relationships. Not the quantity, quality. One person who truly knows you is worth 50 acquaintances. Invest in those real relationships fiercely. Next one, and this one is going to sound counterintuitive. Stop trying to be happy. I'm serious. Research from acceptance and commitment therapy shows that when you make happiness the goal, you create a constant mental checking process. Am I happy yet? Am I happy now? That checking process itself generates anxiety and dissatisfaction. Instead, shift your goal to living in alignment with what actually matters to you. When you're doing things that connect to your personal values, whether that's creativity, family, adventure, service to others, the happiness tends to arrive on its own as a byproduct. It becomes something you notice rather than something you chase. Let's talk about your body because this section is critical and gets overlooked constantly. Your mental state is not separate from your physical state. They are the same system. Sleep deprivation tanks your emotional regulation harder than almost anything else. Even one bad night makes you dramatically more reactive, more negative, and less able to find pleasure in ordinary moments. Exercise releases a cocktail of neurochemicals that genuinely shift your baseline mood. Here's something that might challenge you. Gratitude is real, but you've probably been doing it wrong. Keeping a gratitude journal where you write the same 3 things every day quickly becomes a mindless habit your brain stops responding to. What actually works is specificity and novelty. Instead of writing that you're grateful for your family, write about one specific moment today where you felt connected to someone you love and why that particular moment meant something. Your brain lights up for the specific and the fresh. Generic gratitude becomes background noise. Now let's address comparison because it is quietly destroying the happiness of an entire generation. Your brain did not evolve for a world where you can instantly see the highlight reels of 8 billion people. Every time you scroll and compare your internal experience to someone else's external presentation, you lose. Not because you're weak but because it's a rigged game. Nobody posts their anxiety at 3 in the morning. Nobody posts the argument they had with their partner. You are comparing the full uncensored version of your own life to a carefully curated performance of someone else's. Knowing this intellectually isn't enough. You actually need to audit your consumption and ruthlessly reduce anything that consistently leaves you feeling worse about yourself. One more powerful insight: give more than you receive. This sounds like advice your grandmother would give you, but the psychology behind it is genuinely fascinating. Studies on prosocial behavior show that spending money on others or giving your time and energy to someone else generates more lasting happiness than spending on yourself. There's something about contributing to something beyond your own immediate interests that creates a sense of meaning, and that sense of meaning is more durable than pleasure. Pleasure fades quickly. Meaning compounds over time. So let me bring this all together for you. Happiness is not a destination you arrive at after you get the job, the relationship, the body, or the bank balance. Those things might contribute, but they are not the source. The source is how you're living right now. The quality of your attention, the depth of your relationships, the alignment between your actions and your values, and the care you take of the physical system that generates every feeling you will ever have. If you only take one thing from everything we just covered, let it be this. Happiness is less about what you have and almost entirely about how deliberately you are living. Start there and watch everything else begin to shift.